Yes, good evening. The Akumfi Princess is back on your TV, and this is Girl Vibes right here on ETV Ghana. As usual, we are streaming live on Facebook at ETV Ghana, and we're also live on HD Plus decoder. Yes, that is the only decoder that you can, record. You can pause, relax, and go do whatever you want to do, and still come. You get to watch Girl Vibes on it, and also we are live on Go TV as well. Okay, so within an hour, we are going to educate you, we are going to entertain you, and this, as I said, is Girl Vibes. So stick and stay with us. Thanks to Adon Condas Level Premium Energy Drink, we'll be giving you your beauty tips today. And today, what are the beauty tips? Trust me, is really going to blow your mind, and it's going to change your beauty as well. It's going to really enhance your beauty. So make sure you watch us and send all your comments and WhatsApp, whatever message you want to send to us on Facebook as a comment at ETV Ghana. So quickly, let's go for a breather. When we come back, I get to introduce to you my guest. Stick and stay, we'll be back. Yes, welcome back. You are watching Girl Vibes on ETV Ghana, and of course, we are streaming live on Facebook at ETV Ghana. Yes. To start up with my guest, I have one regular panel. Me who not chair, I think the whole of 2022, me who marry her. She is a nurse, and if you're following us on social media, I believe you know already what we are going to talk about today. So, Mary Akwaba.
Yeah.
Baby, are you cooler?
Yeah,
I'm not doing my feel.
Oh, why Papa? I'm not feel.
The me also often a girl them. I mean the color. Everything is on point. Baby, are you okay? She's a nurse, ain't she? And then the topic, no. On here, Bodum. Come on. And I have my own fancy sister, yes. You know, that kind of thing. Now, what she was in Cherry. And see, I don't know, so Winneba watches so Kobio. She's from Winneba. So, she's Alina Abam. And she's also here. She is an accountant. You know, when we talk about the money, yeah, she knows what money is and how to manage and all that. Welcome, Alina. This is your first time on Girl Vibes, and I believe you're going to love it. And I know you're ready to give us all the, vibe and everything. Okay, so today on the topic, we are going to talk about feminine hygienic products. Yes, I don't know why, and we really want to know as to whether it's hygienic. Does it have effect on our feminine organ, the female organ? Does it have effect on it? Is it advisable? Is it healthy to use those products? Wash the liquids. There are a lot of them on the market. We are not going to mention any of them. None of them is a sponsor here, so we won't mention any of them. But we really want to know as to whether they are good for us. Girl Vibes, we care about you. ATV, we care about you. 18 now, come on, is it? No more, yes, so pause them. Then the questions, the questions now from Baton Yashri, Mr. for Facebook on at ATV Ghana, as if for her, Macaning in our next week, not Ms. On last week discussion I have, now there are a lot of feeds about Oba. Mesma and the nudity. Now there is one man cow Obeshimpa. Over the weekend, there was one lady that I don't know because I have to mention the name. She was trending and she's still trending on social media. Abena Koko. We need to pray for her because we know she has a mental issue of which she mentions to be bipolar. And she's going extreme now, showing nudity on social media. And that was what we discussed last week. And we all need to learn. Please, if you didn't watch that of last week, you can watch as well. But and the topic no so not young French. Mary, Akwaba.
Yeah.
Okay, Mutu de BBI, okay.
Oh,
aside the nest, is there any other thing that you want us to know about you?
Okay, yeah, I'm into business too.
Wow,
yeah.
That's great.
I own everything Northern Ghana.
Nothing Ghana.
Yeah, we deal in everything Northern Ghana from Fugu to Northern Kente to Nkuto, everything from the north. Yeah.
That's nice. That's a lot of money. Okay, that's why you have an accountant who happens to be your friend. So she's here, you need to, link up.
Sure.
My fancy sister.
Yeah.
I watch you there, Kobia.
Kobio.
Yay, I guess the crowd. The way I hear the name was don't get easy.
Yeah,
But sure, and man Kobi, but to say, and that social media. I mean, OFA is one of the biggest festivals we have in Ghana.
Yeah.
And see, hey,
sure.
Okay, I like the brag. The way that was beautiful. But aside you being an accountant, is there any more you want us to know about you?
Yeah, anything money.
Okay.
Yeah, anything money. I love business. I love money. Yeah, I'm working, but I'm doing side businesses. I'm into heels and women's clothing and all. So
that's beautiful. As a lady, you need to, work side by side.
Very
to
necessary.
Make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Now that brings us to the topic of today. Mary, our queen Nessie, Shehenuye, not into Montasi. Say, Kade, hygienic product, feminine hygienic product, or Yaba Zipote.
Yaka feminine hygiene product, Omoka, and Niema, Oba, Edisiesi, no. That's concerning Wabra, Obebuninsa, and now Babe Buninsa. And I'll say, Bia, the baby, I be CSE, Sebi Nase, Sebi, a whole Ebe Kama. It's a near my mom for, like I say, a man, use the CSE one.
Okay. And you pa, a dinner or you shall go here social media. And that or chogu here the TV no doing so and see what my show social media do. Sending you ma I'm the part that's in no ning now can be. But don't want there and that mouth for can crawl for tie use the pie. Soap nas there you can now was a washing because I know that a brand me was school. Mary down sham questions and don't but here to the rest history than that. I know your school no I know what you're in there. Seminar nazeno sabe my fanko hand vagina area but you use ordinary water not yen fan wash but and they young feminine hygienic products be today seminar no and the munzama be and they about market to is it advisable to use them?
No, it's not advisable. The vagina is a self-cleansing, like it cleans itself. So there's no need for you to use semina and also BBA and no cleaning naturally. And I want a normal pH. In tips the near at that point, no, you might see say a age mama but in the long run, effect our benyano is even going to be worse than what you had. I am also using that particular product. Yeah. So truth be told, I don't advise my clients just use water. If you see something is not going on well with you down there, you go and then see your doctor.
Okay. And then you remember Madam Accountant I mean I was a young nurses and I don't know, do you use any of this feminine products aside the pad and the panty liner?
Aside pad, I don't use any other feminine products, no.
What is the reason? You don't use the hygienic wash and soap?
I just use water. That's what my grandma told me. You know, as a man fa BBA or senti bia and fan coase. So you just use clean water, then you're good to go.
But in the and Barney Bebre day, in fact, echo social media, especially Instagram. Products in the way I will advertise now after celebrities have for I will advertise and Bana wa bano, Alina. Is it like getting you a quadri home? And now there, what is the reason why you think that and they all trained them on social media?
What I would say is I don't know, but Nancy and Bessia for Wabano. We are not sticking to those olden days fansu for room obia pede wadibe wakade hoche obia pedo use bibia obama na asiache obia pedo use bibia obama na asiato why clean but here we free there that mean mana ye use ni na no ona ore manyanyare mbom that is because insu them working was in the vagina is a organ and nankasa cleansing no even cleansing no crano we are not supposed to use so much water. It cleanses itself into say ye pede where you need where you dear it's just water but ye pera ne akofanzama onye ne za ba kan ye ni peduano ba the long run no bondo onye manyen you know but me margin trend there mbesiafu bebre na waba no they have this fantasy say me pedo ocher me pede benyin no de no ho kama who there where you need where you dey but we are causing more harm to ourselves. Yeah, it's not the right thing to do.
My nurse, is it that harmful that we don't have to use at all?
It is harmful. If it were not to be harmful, even right now, drugs are people but there's no doctor who prescribe it. sad na
hygienic.
Yeah, even after giving birth and all, yeah, na one because it's not so she so near the but on a norm, everything, even after your period, once have you cry and one cleansing no. Once after a period, where a day or two, once a baby are clear. So there's no need. It's only when you go and then do something to affect it. That's when you start to have reaction. Maybe but we do I don't think say you even like get all those in your one and I say be a name be a because be a say I be push you say ko use san but truth be told, me personally, they be a me the basis water is just water. When I said mistake do on one, go see your doctor.
So the hygiene product, I know of the pad, the panty liner, and I know some of the hygienic washing, products, the soaps, and is there any more that
Yeah, the sanitary pads, those are the disposable ones, which we all know, the panty liners, and we have the reusable ones. That's the menstrual cup.
Okay.
And ntumago de na na tray.
Okay.
So ntumago no wo bo na de ahye ho. And then with other ones, that's when you go to these washes, the feminine wash ne, douche ne, steam ne ade. It's also another part of feminine hygiene.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think we have some examples on the screen already that I can see. The feminine wipe. That one I'll ask you a question about it. So we have the feminine wipe, the menstrual pad, I think the tampons, and then the feminine wash. Yes, on there, and then the feminine powder. Okay, there's a powder. I didn't know of that one. And then there's also a spray. Yes, people use it. And the moisturizer. Yeah. See, my main front patch up more on that screen. Now you fancy feminine wipe needle because most of us, after using the washroom when we go to we usually use the feminine wipe because you can't get water at any washrooms. Unless maybe you come out to the sink. And even in your offices, another places and public places I will be using the usually feminine wipes or hand press man and backs. And so on I use super and you be a madam nurse, but so on your day.
With the feminine wipe, no so obiane and obiane skin, even with a bank kunya dia. The ebeji wono, and yet the ebeji no. Okay. Menso so ebia engine. But sometimes no. I feel as any tissue is okay. Because you don't know the exact chemicals, no. Because they contain chemicals, no.
Oh, so wait, the normal tissue is way better than the feminine one.
Yeah, because with that, no, the tissue it has nothing. It's just tissue. We are after peeing, we are now the adabi ho. Panty liner, you have your panty liner. So if there even drains, it wouldn't drain onto your panty. I bet me I'm infection. Okay. You understand? It will go to the panty and just make sure say 3 to 4 hours we are not bonaja.
Okay. And the number one that we can't do away. In fact, every month be and buy you should have one now. What use the terminal. The menstrual pad. No say.
With the menstrual pad, no, this time the bedrasso. Okay. And I don't want to, as you said, you're not time for anyone. But what I can say about menstrual pad is making sure say it's not scented. Okay. Because since we about saying on perceive and humble menses into idea, I know the new crowd one show. No, you have to get this. They are proper ones. They are not scented. I had an infection out of that sanitary pad I used. Okay. Yeah, so sometimes no, it's not about say I didn't hear him. Just know that it's because if in a free way or was say eba. So you have to make sure that you just get non-scented. Okay.
What about the ones that have this is it meant or I don't know whether it's meant. It's really hot in there when you wear. You feel very okay. I don't know whether
I did a little research about it. Yeah, they said it's minty. Okay. And actually mint because I want to mean for idea rope and it contains mint, but the claim say
we usually feel comfortable with that one
just because it's healthy. The vagina is very sensitive.
Makes the pains go down.
It's very sensitive. Okay. Inti mekusabe da udi dokuno kra na se wan horo nsan se meku won nsan ho a odi se mina kra se bia o dware so the showers ya still na what meku no say it's very sensitive. Until this thing, no. Until means no that too much show on there. I don't think that there's like there's actually no scientific proof as I meant, no. It cures certain infections and so many go party mama wants to about say she can never show. But you know we blacks and she won't see the ones that show you. Yeah, we are on who be no.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, this is interesting. Now we have the tampon here. That one too, personally, I love it. I love using it because when you wear it, you feel comfortable to move along. So I've been using it for like almost 2 years now. But please, isn't that healthy?
Oh yeah, it's healthy, but you have to change it in time.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, you make sure, I advise every 3 to 4 hours. Yeah, I know what's the sun. You know, with that you've got no problem.
Yeah,
because
and it's very comfortable too.
Yeah, even with the sanitary pad, no. So, you tend to get infections because once you have free neighbor, I share on watch it. Oh, see, it will tend to give you infections. So it's best every 3 to 4 hours. Yeah, I know what's the sun.
Yeah, I make sure every 3 hours actually. I do. Okay, so let's go to the next one and see. Okay, that is the feminine wash. I think we've talked about that one already. So let's move to the powder. A bit more we used to know more powder. Yeah, what tone marketing? Get the feminine powder pool. Oh, no more powder. Yeah, it's too easy for when you make. And also, I don't the sister. Makes more be a hobby home.
And also, vagina, no, it has this natural scent. Separate vagina, no, and mom, and also in your
Okay.
You know, so if you are neat, I don't think because it has this natural, you know, pH. Everything is naturally created by God, so you don't really need any powder or anything. Just keep it natural. When I say baby and that means there's a problem with you somewhere. Just go see your doctor. Yeah.
And the spray
is no good. Truth be told, advertise you. Celebrities will market it because they are paid to do it.
Making money.
Yeah. How sure are you they are even using it? That's the thing.
So we don't have to use the feminine.
You don't have to use it. Just stick to your natural. If you have any issue or any problem with your genital care, go see your doctor.
Okay, so what if you're not spraying direct into the vagina, but you know, like as I'm dressed right now, with my normal spray, but not even the feminine one, in between, thank you, my producer, in between the ties or no?
In between the ties, you know, and not there. It doesn't go inside.
But some today open wide and spray wide though. Let me come to Helena before we continue with the product.
Why use the spray?
Because you want to, you know, smell good when you open up. Sometimes you go somewhere and you sit and you open comfortably.
Okay, so let me chip in this.
Yes.
The reason why people use the feminine wipes. Okay.
Here we are the spray. Okay, or you want to take
I
the
just
wipes?
want to, then I come to the spray. That's why we have to wipe down there after we go to the urinal. Yeah, because we have to keep the place dry.
Okay.
The vagina is wet, most of the time is wet, so you have to often keep the place dry.
Okay.
So here's the case, you go for something that is also wet.
Okay.
After you visit the urinal, you come for the feminine wipe, it's still wet, you use to clean. How sure are you are not attracting other how should I say it, organisms or something there? So as my sister said, we have to go for something that is dry, so the tissue is better. Even with the tissue, we have to weigh the type of tissue we use, because some tissues are so soft, you use it and it gets stuck there. It's not right. You have to go for something that is soft but strong enough to be able to wipe. Feminine wipes are not good because at the end of the day, they still keep the place wet, and there's no difference. There's no use of you wiping out the urine. The urine is gone, but what about the extra wetness there? What is it attracting? You understand? Now the feminine spray and the powder, it's so bad. I have a friend who used the powder once. I asked her why she used it. She said it keeps the place dry. Also, the powder, but when and fifteen so will be brave. So that's the perception they have with the powder too. They think using the powder will keep you dry, but at the end of the day, it's scented. The only thing me always stand on is don't ever use anything scented down there. You just use your water, use your tissue, then you are done. If you are not comfortable with getting wet most of the time, be visiting the washroom often, just clean up with tissues, use water, clean up with tissues, use water. So the powders, the sprays, the spray, but I see something. The vagina is not totally non-scented.
Okay.
You have a bit of scent, and even if it's hygienic and neat, there is a bit of scent. Every lady has
it
a
has its own,
yes.
you know,
It doesn't have
natural
odor.
scent.
It have this natural something. So let's say one kasa wuni pediano. Yawa enim de etu mfifi. Na a cotton sprayer. A cotton spray so a sprayer obeje insu and something wet there. Another wow no sense kakra wo ho. Na asana cotton spray e da kan. Atasa me mama bu e baby there what say nipa wo ho bona water fra wo mu. Atasa enti say I don't know sense wo ho deda o. So perfume da be kan obe say asem no. So most people are having this weird scent on them. They think like
it
it's
will help
from
if you use the spray and all that.
Yeah, but it's worsening things. Everyone I say new form of smells all over them, and I have female friends that uses those kind of perfumes and it's bad. Oh, but when chana it's in a form of the pad been our scents and those scented pads. You see this mint and all on them. But to baby some a spray away use thinking it's cleansing them or something, but no. Something wet's going there. As wasn't I scented is so bad.
Interesting.
So bad.
Interesting. I'm enjoying the conversation, and today I'm learning a lot today. Please, if you have a sister, if you have a mother, any female in your house, please call her to tune into ETV Ghana right up and now. We go for a break. When we come back, we're going to continue with the conversation. Stick and stay. All right, welcome back. I know you're enjoying the show today. The conversation here, we are talking about feminine hygienic products. Yes, the products that we use for our vaginas. Ladies, we know that part of us is very, very important. And we usually tend to use a lot of products that today we are learning that we are not supposed to use. And they will be share ETV and Pacho to America, na friend and tem. When yanko, besia, and I would offer be a done friend. Na onti hana manka sapo and then we resume them every. Now before the break, we were talking about the spray, the feminine spray, On so no essay, CC and my face spray will help you. Now what about we spraying it into our underwear?
Are you using feminine spray to
feminine
spray on the underwear?
Okay, let's go with the feminine spray as an ordinary spray you use.
It's not good. If say your underwear is no crowd, make sure say it ain't count. Cause vagina no, nothing should go there.
At all.
Maybe I will bleed, maybe all the tampon and shower and I saw pad. Nothing, absolutely nothing. Cause not for that. It's just for sex, giving birth, peeing, and then menstruating, and then I don't advise
that we use it at all.
Yeah, I don't. If say I will use a permanent spray or something safe, it shouldn't like go. You should make sure say vulva no, vulva no can become vagina.
It's one kwanda when that's the one because if you shed up, but no one found out when that's one today.
So once a sense one, that means there's a problem. Okay. Go see your doctor.
Okay. What about you just, sometimes we just have, not even the feminine products, we have those body splashes that we love the smell, that fruit, smell out there. When you want to, so you want to spray. Some of the married people in the class, and I buy him for what, now I said, her favorite, splash.
If say, okay, that's splash. My friend say, Upa say where you am like you am in quotes. Okay. No, Upa for goodness sake, but a man in don't let it go there.
Okay. So you can at least put it on your body,
so
but it shouldn't go.
It shouldn't go there. So be man better. Better sensitivity. A better perfume like splash no sense. So there's no need spraying there because you are causing, even if it's not going to affect you now. In the near future, be man now dear na man no. In the long run, if say horse say I'll come back for a home, and that's one of the things about we ladies of late. I'm not going to exempt myself. We are all young ladies, And might be brave because they want to satisfy their partner. That's when they tend to use all those stuff. But it's not good. In the long run, my own 5-10 years time, it's still going to be the same. But baby, worry. But what 2 or 3? We couldn't have when you say you're so they cannot do. But just because of maintaining personal hygiene, that's the key. Personal hygiene. Those stuffs, no, nothing happens where, and the person is still like good to go.
And smelling
I don't use stuffs like that, but I'm still okay. Yeah.
Okay, let's quickly jump back to the what do you call panty liners. Now we know for the pads we have to change them in 3 hours or 4 hours time. Do we equally have to be changing the panty liner? Because you know how we know, okay, it's just panty liner. There wouldn't be that soaked much blood like that of the pad that we use for the menstruation. This is just for an ordinary day. Maybe I make off a plain B record. I just want to feel comfortable and dry enough, so I want to use the panty liner. Okay. Let's crown. How long should we change it?
Maximum 3 to 4 hours, because panty liner, no, I advise panty liner too, because sometimes when you be an tissue, and even after you are done dabbing, sometimes everyone says, "Sorry, I have to show to Mr. Anawa Johnson." You know,
it's true. Sometimes when you even cough, it drips.
So when you wear the panty liner, it tends to, you know, it doesn't get to your panty. You know, called kawatari, and maybe a sense of okay. So it's best to always change it, even if what cough I say, I was trying to say kasa or something. Cry one like you don't even, but still, naturally now, say with the vagina there are fluids. Yeah, you know, it's worse. So you tend to, you know, secrete certain fluids. That doesn't mean you have an infection, but the natural, you know, fluids that come from ourselves. If they tend to stick in your panty for a long time, so it's not really that nice, you know. So with the panty line and the shower, 3 to 4 hours, we are not only for the dripping of the pee, but you know, because of that too, secretions, we'll be able to just gather it. And I say, hey, I know what's
and that's it. Now let me come to my accountant, because this question, some of us, we tend not to even keep parts into our bags in terms of waiting for our month to be due. Now, yeah, top pad, because for cutting tea, yeah, but top pads be brave. I be a cry, whisker some return and burn a shot. A best shot simple with tissue. My accountant, well, because they is some remember no. I don't know when you are discount pass, so you may not love to, you know, be using more of your money on them. Have you ever tried using the normal tissue? Office be and our baby, not just like on normal day, I should die for the whole day. Sure. Some do. I'll ask Mary, but to you, have you ever tried with a tissue to hold you maybe for some hours or something?
Yes, I remember there's one occasion I went for a program. Nothing expected the menses, baby. And all the okay. So I had no option. I couldn't get out to get a pad, so I had to go to the washroom, get a tissue, but it helped me in a way.
For how long?
For not even an hour, because I had to just quickly rush and get back. But me could, you know, no what it so you see, and all those things. No, maybe I had to walk inside. I mean, in Tebe, you know, na pieces ni be ni honum. So even though they sustain us, but you shouldn't let that type of tissue last on you for more than 30 minutes. Okay. Yes.
All right. Mary, I hope you heard what Helena said. Yeah. Is it advisable to use tissue for that 30 minutes or an hour?
Yeah, an emergency case, that's a winning option. Yeah. Okay. Because I be crabo or she cries or baby, tissue no go ni be. You know, nanantuma guri. Now what? Oh, so with that. Okay. Until with the tissue, the infant say emergency. Or not say option be any hodia. Okay. It's not advisable, but you know, I'm saying for a long time, sir. Okay. Because once a moja they are the fin. Oh, and I do some sanitary pads, but as we said, almost a cent near the then so can hold but at least it's able to hold. Yeah. But how should I use a tissue? Because when I was in JHS, I'm sure that tries never see I will tissue. I remember I had my first period in school. My mistress took me to the washroom and I wore tissue in my financial. Okay. Sometimes as some pads, but at least just temporary. Okay. Not like something over using the busu you know. Yeah. So if it's just an emergency, there's no problem with it. Okay.
So in the emergency state, you know, how long?
How long? Let's say, depending on how or bono. Okay. And how but me, I don't really advise. Okay. As you said, 30 minutes, we say 1 hour. Because depending on because 30 minutes, when I bet me I could wash me but depending on how or bono, the answer won't say. But a man so check.
What are some of the effects if we happen to use the tissue for longer periods, or even within the 30 minutes? Because now, Helena Erika there, particles nipo kekeno, or realize that tissue now with her experience, tissue nipo or realize, oh you know, she realized that tissue no cry being you home be.
Yeah, because those tissues they are non-absorbent. Okay. Into what to go and to me and so like mojani. Yeah. Like the normal pad. You understand? They are non-absorbent, so they are not really that much advisable, but you just can't. It's just manageable. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Is there any effects from that?
Yeah, there are effects on it.
Okay.
Infections too. Because sometimes say what you see 30 minutes in the okay to 1 hour, but I shall want you no matter how big I'll be will say maybe and won't say. But that is not what it was meant for.
Okay.
No, so definitely if you tend to use it for a long period of time, but infections.
What are some of the effects giving you feel?
Member infections,
yes.
No, candidiasis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number one.
Yeah. And you could get so even with the
body
natural
odor,
body odor, yeah, the scent, the bit to me as and it's a bit to me SSA.
Okay.
Yeah, SSA. And then because they're not vagina, no, the way God created this, no, I don't know how to say it, but
it takes care of itself.
It takes care of itself on its own. And if you're using a correct sanitary pad, they make sure so they take all those the pH of the vagina into consideration. That's with the good sanitary pads now all markets.
Okay.
So with the tissues now they are the infections in there. Candidiasis is number one. Like most people tend to suffer from. And then other ones go unless you go and then go get your pap smear and then gynecologist. Then I'll test that's when you get to know the exact thing that's actually wrong with you. I don't say candidiasis is the most common thing because if
yeah.
Because I didn't say much a fee never sanction I saw tissue so and if you're manageable they are fine and you're manageable there, but if you have options don't use the tissue.
Okay. Now sanitary pads na ultra pads na so. May the name the correct one or them use. Another you cry or ye my skin we use so bebo. And I know so them comment doctor.
So as I said, so bien you reacted. It might not be good for you.
Okay.
I'm sure that's why they have a lot of options. Into Ubona won't say because we are by one part for a very long time. Ubona so won't say my bobby like I had an infection. My bob could be so nice me. Until I had to change. Into Ubona so when I say enjoy. Yeah, don't just go say, just change it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't have to run to a doctor, but just examine your body how it reacts to it. Yeah. Okay. So I believe you heard that one too. So, mate, now you know no, and they share there in your day beer or my hand protection beer na day Debbie or so a man can on your papa. Them on faza, esha or ye ma one your body in react to ye. Pepe, a wonderful day or 2 years. Now, me accountant will have me on as in the year chance, no cry, I mean, only in a year, Shafi, your nest, Mary Hono. My men sang con hobium. Not me, Miss and day, and their questions ninging, and maybe so I as I come Mary Hono, no, the answers ninging. I'm a 6 hours spraying maying use, maintenance maying use, my mint woman maying use, spraying now was me use powder no sharp bobo. Now, and to my go now, cast I am that they're born and because I want to have birded it, not bad. I know for that I'm sure. And I spray in the Caribbean when I brought there was spices baby I now will use because I doubt they're not spraying the bell.
Yeah.
And one I brought no use to tam. Now some of us Necrano, I am not tam no used to be. Madam Alina, a time they used to be.
Me used to be though.
Come and try video. Minganka, Mo how I use such a but. Yeah, within is all about try so we get to. Do I have to try, Mary?
Well, at time not tomorrow. You made me cranny. If say be also what missing ye na so hatan we it's all about maintaining that hygiene.
Yeah.
Okay. Because during that period, no, not part near the didn't even till now, I know people they don't like sanitary pads because of reactions near they don't bring you from. Into no we stand and 2 months near they go into bosom is the answer we see a hat to so. Into there's no microorganisms be and as a fee be also. See I know about no they are sure. If a call show my year and so she no we seen bed 3 times. Now I had we are now so. It's all about keeping it clean and keeping it neat. But if you know say want to miss how long processes now to pad.
But Erica and I imagine why you mean now because it used to tell me yeah, damatam na sana kohoni beam. Na acquire ni beam. Na sans dasho honum to beam.
We didn't switch
I feel I'm getting that body itching right
but you know
now.
Those in the especially like the less privileged people, you'll be a bit mean at all. But in social, you'll be a baby. In the water, when you boil it to 100 degrees to the boiling point.
Okay.
A coom and one kitchen. The answer with me, we see we open one, but you know it's stressful. But for those who can't afford the sanitary pads, just make sure say when one wants to shame so we are watching what I know happen where and bright and sun which as a young bashing we are not to add yes. No one can know there or Sunday show.
Now on
personally it's not really like advisable, but if say it's not everyone that me afford it. The cross no go on tissue go when you're going tissue on use it there. Since man and they are trying and I sure say I'm church I've not really used that before too. But I'm sure with our grandmoms they know how to keep personal hygiene. But they were still looking all nice and then all tight and all. See, with the first money on more upon it there, they'll just take their time, take them through it, and as I said, just wash it. So you just wash it very well. Disgusting, but anything. That's it. So you just wash it, then make sure you boil it in hot water.
I don't know why I'm feeling this way. Maybe because I've not used it before. I'm tempted to try to know how it feels. I'm also pulling back a bit. But if you have tried, if you have used it before, if you're that old enough that your time there was no sanitary pad, or tissue or whatever, please, I want to read this as a comment on Facebook. Share with me your experience, how it felt. And I don't know if, as at this time, if you prefer that one over the sanitary pad too. Just let me know, okay? We are going for a break. And when we come back, we are going to talk more on hygienic products. Stick and stay. I love you. Okay, big thank you for sticking with us. And let's say a big thank you to Adonko Next Level Premium Energy Drink, the best energy drink in town. Pacho, sister, and your boys, now girls, moving energy Nicoloa. At I say, Adonko Next Level Premium Energy Drink on an American Mendo, papa. Na inye jumaye, na sister, a pay juma shy and a pedudu way to Abba. And they meant so that return will be more by employee. One guy say employee. I think 81 was 020-489-8698 059-2610-998. And from her now catch on the Kumfi Princess and say at Missy Kaka Monshada Mama Donko Next Level Premium Energy Drink. And they on now be using money in our rock stars. On no and tia was in womb vitamins and so womb medase na yan kon nutritional na yan tuado na yata today natural ways to be natural spice to be natural products be so amba bi ya no we use to na me cameraman ko emos na or kikagu mushroom pepper na pepper no cry ya say no so we're using it that okay, so this is the pepper. Now, Mama Helena, pepper yes. Also, what are they used for? Because I know pepper, those is used for food, stew, spicy jollof rice. But are you going to spice? Are you going to turn the vagina into jollof too?
Infantile friend, Guamba.
I am Guamba. My friend the pepper, and that's you are friend of Guamba. Maybe men you do be or some progress. Men say, ABC Abba. Nessa any day a matcha. And now there, I could be period a pedicity with one. None to show. Not the Pranguamba a dear gum. As to the reason why we have to use this particular thing, I don't know. Okay. But my grandma told me it's very good. It's a day gunsu shumu. Na Emma sunuko kakrana steam nerbana etsanadra. Also says you. That is natural, like is our traditional ways of cleansing a woman. Also now bread or now will you see. Personally I haven't tried that before, but oh, on your too. I don't personally like things there. But the few friends I know that have used this, they claim it's good. It's okay.
nurse, I don't know the medical aspect of that, but for our traditional aspect, they said it's good. What's the OCC Besiaba?
Mary, what's your nurse?
There is no scientific proof.
Okay.
As to pepperoni, there's no scientific proof.
Okay.
Yeah. In Tibuba science, there all those stuff ain't advisable. As I said, vagina no award and one natural acidity level. All those, if say you are clean and you are neat, you maintain personal hygiene. You don't need pepperoni, all those stuffs. They are not really needed. Yeah, because in science, there's no scientific proof. There's no scientific proof as to you know, but just traditional. You know, sometimes when it comes to tradition and science, you know, there's some kind of big barrier or big deviation most times. But in science, there's no proof.
There's no proof.
Yeah, and it's not advisable.
So we don't have to use
because the vagina is self-cleansing. If you maintain personal hygiene and you feel your vagina is loose, you do your Kegel exercises and all. You regain back your natural.
You do the what?
Kegel exercise.
How is that done? How do you do it? Do you have to squat?
And no crowd, bit me. I open your now. So why
is that the one that you tied? Oh,
yes.
Okay. We will come. So we teach them
the muscles.
that way quickly. But aside the preguamba, no, you mention Helena, more he be
mentioning for preguamba, for lemon and kama, not for honey can honanum. No, basis you. The honey, the ankama kakra. Ida de be squeeze egum na etwetwe egum kobedo
Mary adi obede ingredients though honey kakra pepper kakra
also me be see yedo. I don't know how true that is, but
okay what I can say is
that's why we are not putting it there, but you know,
say honey angasa ufa na say bia there are certain fruits we wa ufa. When you pee, I'm using honey. When you pee, you tend to perceive the scent of the honey.
Yes.
Into with that, no, sometimes like we advise, say, okay, you want the smell of the vagina to change, and then it's best you take fruits. If your pineapple be when you take pineapple, especially citrus fruits and all, when the man goes down there on you know, feel it as in pineapple as such, but you know that kind of pineapple kind of, you understand what I'm trying to say. So maybe that's why that's why they were like, you should, you know, mix all those stuff and take, because that's why I use honey as a clear example. When you take honey and you pee, you perceive this thing. So be a very with Jaroka bones again. Nipa na obedient so you know we do a war. You know, so maybe that's the reason as to why. But personally, if there is an ankafafa fruits, because with some mixture in there's no scientific proof. Just take fruits all the time. Take fresh fruits.
It's not some of the product that feminine products. So now we'll use orange as a feminine product instead of going for the spray. We'll use apple as a feminine product, and gloves is also okay to drink, but not to insect them. So anything that will have to do with insection is a no. But I think the one that you have to eat, because the mouth is for eating. So you can chew the apple, eat the melons, and what other fruits do you recommend?
Pineapple,
any fruit at all is okay.
Fruit, any fruit with, you know,
that nice
smell,
flavor, Okay. Yeah, that's it, baby. And they are It's in China, may use some fun for and the design Chinese in there or BBM. Or you're very necessary into your use or no sat. And also, so I know we can also visit our gynaes to educate us more on this. But you've been helpful to us. We appreciate your time and we say thank you so much. Helena, final words, not wrap it up.
My final words, I'll tell all ladies out there, don't use scented stuffs down there. Just go for your water. Be clean. Get your tissues in your bag. I won't really advise you to go for the wipes, but get your tissues. If you are comfortable with the wipes, fine. But I would advise you go for your tissue. Put them in your bag daily. Anytime you go to the washroom, just clean up. Then you go back, clean up. Even if you're not going to use the washroom, just go there, clean up, get back to where you are, then you're good to go.
All right, thank you. So Mary, you were about teaching us how to tighten it the natural way instead of, you know, going for the salt and all that. Can that be your last advice to us?
So if you want to tighten down there, then it's best you do the Kegel exercise. Oh, and with that, then the vagina already has its own like, and it's the only thing cry ma sebi nipa na se buy ebia like
childbirth.
Yeah, childbirth.
Okay.
Childbirth no cry, that's multiple childbirths.
Okay.
Yeah, multiple childbirth. Even from the vagina, the person is still going to be okay. But also beyond any muscles sit here. Some people have loose vaginal muscles, others have tight muscles.
Yeah.
And so after that you find out your vagina is loose. That's why the Kegel exercise, just start with it.
Okay, can we teach them how to do it?
With that, like as we talk about me, as we are seeing, I say oh chim no. Once we say oh chim, I don't know if you see, you feel it as it's an exercise. So we are not releasing. So what talk you can exercise. So when you exercise,
so no matter where you are, just you breathe in and then you breathe out.
No,
is it?
Like ochim.
I say ochim. You squeeze.
Yeah, you squeeze.
So not necessarily
you the muscles in the vagina. You know,
like pushing out.
No, like.
Oh, pushing.
I say ochim.
Okay, I think I'm now doing it.
Yeah, so you feel muscles, and so when you do, you just release, do. So you are exercising
but it's
the muscles.
Funny. It's funny feeling. So like Mary, I didn't have a mind or set. But I think it's good, instead of you going for those products that will harm you in the near future. Abra bawabre will be libe enjoy bra brano. I want not baby kakre binti. Obama sister into bojo bib. No so you're fine. Miss Maya boko baby about my espresso. Since yes is the fruit. Fruit is as before and fanfa a hot. And see, papa be kakra, fruit be a one can sing ma. Okay with the piano, efa or bebo. Madam Mary, that was I'm sure. Mary is a nurse, and then on your mama, the only meaning in our betray. And Helena is also an accountant. On us is scandal wing here, but over the za and quando soon wing here, and see in quando day to this car. Yes, that's all. Now, calling you, not say scan or what. I mean, what is the use of it? And here, I also say thanks to my producer Rashida, my director Kwame Damte, my cameraman Obey Ye. And Jeffrey, my sound man, to MCR, everyone that helped with production of this show. And let me once again say happy belated Mother's Day to my mother. Last weekend, share the collaboration between Girl Vibes and African Women's Voices. No, you felt it. You better 10 p.m. Mr. Cosby. I made sure for that initiative, and to the management of ETV Ghana. I made sure will be free. Mrs. Messi be the Kumfi Princess. Do follow me on Instagram at a Kumfi Princess, and then on Twitter at MB Boabeng. But that's it.